easily one of the weirdest Discmania drivers besides a tilt, the Discmania C-Line DDX. Now right away with this disc, it is extremely flat, and not only that, but inside, typically a disc kind of goes like down and you have more space. I feel like I barely have any space to put my fingers. Like for sidearm, I can definitely feel that I have less space. Backhand, it feels like the disc is extra thin. And on top of that, this is supposed to complement the DD. And I have the original Discmania DD with me to kind of compare. This thing is extremely overstable, but at least in the hand, it's a bit comfortable, and I can definitely like squeeze my hand on it. I have more room to actually throw the disc. With this one, it feels like it's like uncomfortably sitting in my hand, and maybe it bombs because the flight numbers on this thing are 12 speed, 6 glide, -1, and then 2 fade. Without even throwing them, I'd imagine it's nothing like this disc. This disc is super overstable. I'm gonna throw it first to show you guys. I don't know what to expect from this thing, but maybe it'll be my favorite distance driver ever. I don't know, but it feels very weird. Now keep in mind, I'm gonna throw both of these flat. Here is the Discmania C-Line DD, and then we're gonna throw the DDX and see what kind of difference we get. Okay, so we do have a little bit of a tailwind, but weirdly enough, that actually was almost the same flight as the C-Line DD. It looked like it just went a little bit farther. We're gonna have to throw it some more. All right, so we just walked up to the discs. Honestly, it's about the exact same flight and distance, which is so weird. And this is like pretty extreme anhyzer. I don't typically throw this much anhyzer on my shots. Oh, that's too high. Okay, not the greatest two throws to match, but honestly, so far they kind of have similar flights. Now the DD, the very first throw, I really did put it to the test. I had a pretty nose down angle on it. That time it seemed like I threw it a little bit off, and then the wind also kind of lifted it up. Unfortunately, this one was like barely nose up and the wind caught it, but even so, it's still pretty close to the C-Line DD. All right, so we just came up on the DDX and we were throwing from all the way back there. So this throw alone is probably over 400, but now the C-Line DD, I think surpassed this about 40 or 50 feet or so. So not too bad. Honestly, pretty similar throws. It was just, I threw this one a little bit differently than the DD, and it wasn't on purpose. I just knew it wasn't like the exact same release, but let's throw them one more time and see what happens. C-Line DD, C-Line DDX. Honestly, I think the flight numbers are kind of a lie. Like nowadays, if you see a 12 speed, 6 glide, -1, you don't really expect it to be the disc you throw in the headwind. But honestly, it pretty much mimics this disc. They feel completely different. They're maybe similar in shape, but the underside like is so much longer on this one. Obviously, it's a speed higher, but it doesn't feel like they'd fly the same, but so far they do. This is gonna be the very last throw. We're throwing from uphill to downhill. We're gonna really yank on it and see what happens. So if there is a difference, we're gonna see it now. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, don't forget to subscribe, comment down below. Have you ever thrown the DDX? What do you think about it? Honestly, it's literally the same as the DD so far to me, which is so weird because they don't feel anywhere near the same. Oh my goodness. Pretty cool disc to check out. Anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Also, I have no idea how but they're literally in the same spot. It was like a completely different flight. This one like lifted up, and I thought I was gonna get a big skip. That's what it looked like. Literally, I threw this one like straight into the ground and it was fighting out. That is so weird.